Love songs and lies. Last night, I caught my husband standing in our backyard at midnight, singing low and soft through the hedge that separates us from our neighbor's bedroom window. The air was thick with his half-whispered love song, words that didn't sound like anything I'd ever heard before, and the neighbor, barefoot, wrapped in a silk robe, was leaning out, eyes shining in the moonlight. I froze in the doorway, heart pounding, wondering how many nights this has been going on right under my nose. When I confronted him, he didn't even bother denying it. He looked at me like I was the one who'd trespassed, and then dropped the bomb. Those songs, the ones that sounded like confessions, were actually written for me. The twist? He said he'd started composing them after falling in love with me all over again, except for months, he'd been confusing the neighbor's silhouette in the window for mine. It was like he'd been pouring his heart out to a stranger, convinced he was serenading his wife, while I lay awake in bed every night, alone. We fought until the sun came up. He accused me of changing, of growing distant, of not being the woman he fell in love with. I threw his betrayal back at him, screaming that he never saw me at all, not even when he looked right at me. Our neighbor, meanwhile, kept her lights on, watching every second of our unraveling marriage like it was her own private soap opera. The walls felt suddenly paper-thin, every word echoing between our houses. Here's the punchline. Deep down, I realized I'd been hiding behind those curtains too, hoping he'd stop singing before he figured out I wasn't the woman he thought he loved. In the end, he wasn't the only one serenading a stranger.